Hey tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so rocking to be with you. Well, here we are. It's Saturday, and you know what that means? Time for a Saturday night seance. That's right. I want to welcome you to our gathering tonight. You know, we've had a lot of new people join Spirit Channel the last few weeks, and I want to give a big shout out and say welcome to all the new subscribers. Thanks for being here. By the way, if you've hit subscribe and join my channel, also make sure to go back and hit the bell. There's a little bell symbol. That way you'll get updates, because some of my new people are saying, well, I subscribed, but I didn't know you put out a video. I didn't see anything. I don't know why YouTube's doing this. They're making so you have to do two things to get videos. But anyways, hit the bell and you'll make sure to get all of our updates. Anyways, I am so glad you guys are here. Welcome to Saturday Night Seance. My name is Bob Hickman, and I'm going to be your medium for tonight. For those of you who are new here, what we do is we gather each Saturday here at my channel. We have a little seance. And I came out of the spiritualist church background. I used to be a medium in the spiritualist church. And every weekend we'd go to somebody's house. You know, one of the mediums would host a seance. And we'd gather around. We'd have a little circle, a seance circle. So usually like a medium would have a chair, like I've got a chair right here. And then we'd put chairs in a circle. So we'd all be sitting in a circle. And the medium would go into trance, and the spirits would speak through them. It was always amazing. I saw some really fascinating stuff at seances. And in time, I developed my mediumship, and now I do channeling, or it's called trance mediumship. It's T-R-A-N-C-E, trance mediumship, meaning I go into trance state, or the modern term is channeling, where you're a channel for the vessel, the spirit. So I welcome you guys to our seance tonight. A lot of you have been writing and saying about, we love the seances. We know you like a darker environment. Well, we can't see you. I'm hearing you. So I've come up with a nice middle ground that will allow me a better environment for channeling and will allow you to see me. And it's called the red light. Now, for those of you who may not be familiar, there's a long history in spiritualism of using red lamps in seances because spirit mediums are sensitive to light. And red light is a type of light that you can have that does not disrupt a medium's energy. So we've got a red, it's hard to see here, it looks white, but it's actually a red bulb in here. So I'm going to put our lights down and I'm going to go into trance tonight. Now, if you've never seen trance channeling, it may look a little strange. Don't freak out. There's nothing dangerous going on here. But I am going to go into trance. And during that time, it's like I go into a sleep state. And spirits that are in the room enter my body and communicate through me. It's not painful. It looks a little strange, but you'll get used to it. And, you know, in time, you'll come to know the spirit people that are coming through, as many of us here do. And they'll become old friends to you like they are to the rest of us. So I welcome you. Pull up your chairs here. Welcome to my virtual seance room. And pull up your computer and know that you are virtually here with us. And you're part of our circle. So I thank you. I'm going to put on the red light here and go into trance. So hold on just a second. Let me turn off this light. All right, now it's dark. Now we'll put on the red light. There, how's that? You can see me? All right. Well, I'm going to settle down and go into trance, and I will, excuse me, see you guys when I get back, okay? Oh, there we go. I think we're in the medium's body. Oh, well, a mighty good evening to all of you. This is Fletcher here. Well, I got to say, I'm certainly liking the red light that the medium's got going on here. It's certainly working better for all of us, and it's going to be better for him and for you too. So we're going to be working in the red light. But I'm so glad y'all are here tonight. This is Fletcher. We got a few people wanting to be speaking, so I'll be stepping out of the way so I can register the medium's vibration. Yes, I do like the light. Fletcher, I think this is going to work much better for all of us. It's helping me to raise the power so that I can come in with a more steady vibration. Good evening, each of you. It's such a pleasure to be here with all of you. Allow me to introduce myself. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Alfred. I have the good fortune to be working with this medium and have the opportunity to come here and visit with all of you tonight. When I was a younger man, I explored the worlds of spiritualism as well as those of ceremonial magics, and I can tell you that each of them ring true. Around the earth today there is a great lack of belief in the spiritual reality. Many people are saying there is no life after death, there is no God, there is no spirit world. Though at the end of my life I abandoned my spiritual awareness, for the most part, I still always knew that there was an alternative reality and that someday I would go there. I ended up going there earlier than I had expected. But the good thing is that upon arriving into the world of life after death, I remembered many of the lessons of my spiritual teachers. They told me that there were various realms within the spirit world. There are the realms of darkness, as well as realms of light and great beauty. I was most unfortunate to find myself in the place of darkness. Though today I find myself in the light and am able to serve as a spirit guide to many people, it was not always that easy to do. You see, when you find yourself in that purgatorial realm, it is a place of expiation where one reflects on one's life and one's sins, and one must make amends for one's errors. Know that the souls in purgatory are not being tortured for the sake of evil, but they are left in a place of reflection. It is a place which you might call time out, you say. It is a place where souls are allowed to reflect on their lives and you understand where they went wrong on the path. Each day of the earthly life, you're either moving closer to the light or you're moving away from the light. Unfortunately, in my own life, I moved away from the light. And if you move away from the light, the only thing left with me was darkness. And so upon death, I found myself drifting into a sphere of darkness. I thought at first the lights had nearly gone out in my room, and I said, oh blast, I have to go turn on the lights again. Can you imagine the experience I had when I stepped from my bed, or so I thought, discovering that my body had a translucent appearance, was glowing with a faint light. I said, my body is looking so radiant, where's the light coming from? I looked all about me and I could see nothing but dark, pitch black. And I said, where am I? And it slowly dawned upon me that I had left the body. I was fortunate that I had studied the spiritual sciences enough to know that I now had a spirit body and that I had different senses and awarenesses than I did in my physical body. In my spirit body I was able to float, to fly, to walk through solid matter. But you see, at that point I could not experience all that wonderful gifts of the spirit body, for I was literally trapped in purgatory. It was like being in a jailhouse. I had an acute awareness of where I was, who I was, and all things about me. I just sensed that the spirit world was somewhere up and above me a little bit higher than the ceiling of the, if you were to say you're in a room a little higher than the ceiling. It was not far away, but its vibration was so distinct that it might as well have been 1,000,000 miles away. The spirit world has many levels, many spheres of reality, many worlds within worlds, if you would like to think of it that way. But all the world in the spirit is attained by vibration. You attain the sphere of vibration to which you are most in harmony. For example, in my deranged, drug-addicted, mental alcoholic stupor, I was hardly in a place of grandeur and glory to drift into the banquet halls of heaven. Though I longed to be in the banquet halls of heaven, it was apparent to me that I had achieved a level of the spirit world, when I would be most comfortable and what would assist me in my growth. For a little while I was a bit distressed by the reality to find myself in the place of outer darkness, and I thought to myself, I've truly lost my soul. In a moment I even almost despaired, and it was in that moment of despair that I saw a little flicker of white light in the black darkness, and from that emerged an angel, a beautiful being of light, and he said to me, Alfred, be of good cheer. You are not in hell, you are in purgatory. Your time here will be, though, for you a time of reflection. And with that he was gone. I knew in that moment that I would eventually be free from that prison that I was in. Make no mistake, purgatory is not a country club. It is a place of sorrow in many ways, but yet a place of great joy. You're very sad that you have not attained the light, and it is an awareness, and you become acutely aware of your failings. Purgatory is also a place of great joy, for as I had received the message from the angel that eventually I would be free, and so I had hope, knowing that I would not spend all eternity in this blackened cell of darkness. But the time in purgatory is a strange time, for you become acutely aware that there is no passage of time, there is no past, there is no present, there is no future. In the spirit world there is only now, and so all things become immediate. When you have a thought, it is immediately present to you. It does not drift away and fade. All things are acutely present, your mind, your memory, your senses. I noticed that in my spirit body, that my infirmities were healed. I had a bit of an issue with my foot when I was younger, a weakness in the left ankle, and yet in the spirit world my ankle was healthy and strong. You see, such is the spirit body, it is an exact duplicate of the physical, yet without all the dangers and complications of the material world. The spirit body is refined. It is matter, and yet it is not matter, it's in the form of energy. And energy is matter, matter is energy. And I suppose in the spirit world it's a little more difficult to describe, for things that are immaterial have yet a material element to them, though they are not material. I know I speak in riddles here, but it is a reality that is hard to convey to someone in the earthly sphere. Imagine if you were to look at the finest jewel, let's say a diamond, right? Even on earth, the finest diamonds have perhaps a little bit of a flaw in them, you see. In the spirit world, that diamond exists also, but it has no flaw. But its value in the spiritual world is far less than that of the material world. It is because in the material world it is viewed as a limited quantity, a physical thing, and there is only so much of it and no more. In the spiritual world we can have diamonds unlimited. It does not make them less beautiful, though, only less valuable, for here the material is not valued in the way that it is in the earth realm. Yet it is appreciated, so all the beauty that exists in your realm exists here, and is greatly appreciated and beautied. Yet there is no greed here. People do not fight over diamonds. They see them for what they are, constructs, knowing that all things ultimately are one. You are one with the diamond, and the diamond is one with you. There's no difference. One is neither higher nor lower. And so the placement of material values here does not exist. What does exist in the spirit world is the value of the soul, the value of the consciousness, the value of the mind. You would do very well whilst on the earth to develop your mind. Study, read, learn all that you can, even things you think are not important. You know, when I was a young man, I did not have much of a head for maths. Mathematics and me were at odds with each other. But over here I've studied maths now, and I've come to appreciate the order of the universe, knowing that There is a harmony in numbers and a harmony in sound, and that all things are interconnected vibrationally. Your very thoughts create a vibration that brighten your soul or dim your soul. And so it is important that each day you keep your mind in a high position. Train your mind to dwell on that which is good, not that which is evil. All about the earth we see many people and they struggle. The struggle comes from the fact that they think of low things. They think of things like revenge and anger and lust and all these things, and they push agendas for their own self-glorification. In the spirit world, this is greatly frowned upon, for it injures not only the soul, but it injures those around the soul. If you keep your mind in a higher place, your vibration is higher, your glow, your soul glow is brighter, and thus you have a positive impact on those around you. When I first came to the spirit world, I became very aware of the fact, it was shown to me, that here I would have to rely on my own consciousness to create my reality. You're not given anything except perhaps a robe when you first arrive. We all do wear the proverbial white robes of heaven, it is true. But beyond that, you create your reality. So if you wish to have a beautiful home, you shall have it here, provided that you develop your mind, your mental faculties, to manifest such a reality. For those who have a lower vibration yet achieve the light, there are schools here where they are taught to use their mind, to expand beyond their limited view. There are many souls coming to the spirit world today who are ill-prepared for life here. They've only barely been taught that there's a spiritual reality, and even that is scratch at the best. So it does you all well. If you want to have success in the spirit world, begin your spirit world work now by study, by preparation. Read books on spiritualism, read books on seances, read books on magic. Understand the energy of the cosmos. As you have a hand in your own creation, you are not a hapless victim, but you are a soul moving ever present, and more closer to the light, if you should so desire. Let's just says there are others who wish to speak, so I shall be stepping out of the medium's body. My name is Alfred. Oh, there we are. I think we're in the body. Yes, I don't have much power. Can you raise the vibration? Hello out there. I don't know if you can hear me. The power's not going through very strongly. Let's raise the vibration. There we go. It's coming into the body now. There we go. The vibration is more strong. Thank you, Fletcher. Greetings, my dears. This is Rose. Whenever we do a transition in or out of a medium's vibration, there has to be some assistance. This is how Fletcher helps me. When I first entered our medium's vibration, the frequency was not quite correct. It was sort of like a radio station where the signal does not come in clearly. But now we've got the signal in more clearly, and we're able to be here with all of you. You know, I must say I was listening in to Alfred's teaching about the soul and life in the spirit world. And I must say I had a very similar experience. Many of you already know my story. Like Alfred, I found myself wandering in the place of darkness. But now I'm here in the spirit world, and I have a lot of joy. The very fact that I can come here and speak to you like I do is my greatest joy. I anticipate always the opportunity to come here. It was our advice last week that the medium not try to bring us through. We sensed that his vibration was not quite right, and we did not wish to tax his body. But this week the vibration is high, and we're able to come through our medium. So I thank you for allowing me to come here. You know, there are many of you who have been calling on me the last week. You've been saying, Rose, will you come help me? Oh, my dears, I've come and helped so many of you. I hope you have received my messages. Some of you have said, Rose, I'm afraid of the spirit world. Don't frighten me. Oh, my dears, we would never frighten you. Our goal is to help you. I will very rarely physically appear to someone for that very fact. Most humans, even though they know about our world, the spirit world, it's quite another thing to know about it, yet to have it appear in your very living room at 3 in the afternoon. Oh, there are many of you who I should like to appeal to and have a cup of tea with. But you see, that would probably upset you and make you break your china. And that's the last thing which we'd want to do, my dears. You know, I could not help but, when I was listening to Alfred today, reflect upon what he was saying. As many of you know, I used to have a lovely neighbour named Madge, a spiritualist woman. And she used to always tell me about the spirit world. And she used to say, Rose, someday we will go to that land of glory, where there's beautiful light and angels and all the people are gathering. And I used to say, oh, I suppose, Madge, you know. You said the truth is I did not quite have the enthusiasm for the spirit world that she did. As that was because I was caught up in my own vanities, you know. I was more interested in being impressive in the Church of England than actually gathering spiritual lessons. Oh, but my dears, please know that nowadays to have this connection to the spirit world is not difficult. It only requires that you be open to it. Many of you here today have already walked along the corridors of the spirit world. Some of you even remember it. Some of you have had near-death experiences. You've had the experience of leaving the body and transversing across into the light. Some of you even remember in your dreams at night that you've had trips from your body in your sleep into the spirit realm. Some of you remember even speaking to me directly in your dreams. Oh yes, my dears, we're always present for you, and it is our great joy to assist you to connect to our world. The truth of the matter is that no one ever really dies. You know, when they call us the dead, they say, well, we're speaking with the dead. Oh, you know, my dears, it's not something that we quite fancy being called. We're more alive than you. The fact is, we look upon you with sorrow, as you're in these mortal bodies that are decaying, and some of you are not doing very well. My dears, if you struggle in this life, having faith or having hope or energy to get through the day, let us help you. Over here we have unlimited access to power, to energy, to vibration, to the light. We can impart some of that light to you, but we cannot do it without your permission. In the spirit world, there's a very, very serious law, and it must never be broken, and that is you cannot interfere in the lives of people on earth unless they've directly invited you in. And so we will not interfere. And if you say, well, the spirit world has never helped me, I must say, perhaps you need to re-ask. Maybe you've not asked properly, or maybe you forgot to ask at all. But if you call upon us, we will come and help you. And it is our great joy. There's a lady here tonight who's watching, and I do pick up your vibration in the audience. You've been very, very sad lately, and you've been thinking that it's your time to leave the earth. You've been even contemplating suicide. My dear, do not do that. It will not advance you. But those who think that they can commit suicide and go straight to the light, well, that's a bit of a myth, my dear. Oh, it is true that you will not be condemned to hell, that God does not hate you. But when you destroy your own self, it takes you out of the light into that place of purgatory. And as having been someone who lived in purgatory for quite a long time, I have to tell you, it is not a picnic. It is not a joyful place. For me, it was a place of great angst, for I had to understand how shortly I had fallen from my own destiny. When we come into the earth, we're given a mission. You see, and each person's mission is foreordained, forecharted for them. But if you do not do your mission, when you return home, you'll have to have a meeting with your spirit guides and counselors as to why you do not complete your work. And for those who take their lives prematurely, as this one lady tonight wishes to do, it will not take you to the higher realms. It will put you back at square one. It's like you failed your class. You'll be asked to repeat it all over again. Now, I don't know about you, my dears, but I have no interest in relearning all that hard, difficult stuff. I've been through it once. So allow yourself to go through your challenges in life, but know that the spirit world will help you. And if you will let the spirit world help you, You'll have nothing to fear, my dears. Nothing at all. So call upon us and we will be present for you. Fletcher said the medium's power is growing weak, so I must be leaving the border here shortly. But I must say thank you, my dears. Thank you for receiving me. It is such an honor to come and speak to each of you. So many of you called me over the week and said, Rose, please come and visit with us this week. Rose, please come and let me have a sign from you. Oh, my dears, I hope you know that tonight those who have wished for a sign, my presence here is the sign for you. Know that the heaven has heard your prayer. And for that dear lady, I shan't say your name, my dear, to protect your privacy. But I will say, do not give in to despair. This message from the spirit world is your evidence that you are meant to be here upon the earth. We love you all, my dears. If you feel alone, you think no one cares, know that Rose is here, that I care. Know that Alfred cares, and Fletcher as well. We will never leave you, and we will help all of you. But you must stay the course. Once you enter the earth, you cannot be a chicken, you know, and run away. No, you have to stay the course. And I promise you, those who stay the course no matter how difficult. We will make your burden lighter. We will help you. The Great Spirit will guide and protect you. And all the angels and spirit people and the loved ones, the ascended masters, all of us are here. So call upon us. Let us be part of your world. You can say, Rose, Alfred, help me. And we will be there for you, my dears. The power is starting to fade. Fletcher says I must step from the body. My dears, thank you for receiving me tonight. It is a great pleasure to be here. The power is starting to go. I feel myself fading. The power is weakening. But I love you all. I will be. Hey, Tubies. Psychic Bob's back. I love the channel. I say it, but it's always true. Whenever the spirit people come through me, it uplifts me, and I feel their presence and their blessing. And I hope tonight you had a wonderful time here at our seance. I hope they imparted some information that was insightful or helpful to you. If you've enjoyed tonight's program, you might want to pop over to my website and pick up this wonderful book. This is called Messages from Rose. It's about my work as a medium, as a psychic, as a channel. That's my spirit guide, Rose. And, you know, while you're over there, I also have some other books that you might enjoy. We got Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. And we also got Ouija Mysteries, which is about working with the Ouija board. So I'm so glad you're here. If you want to get any of these books or check them out, go to my website at robert-hickman.com. I'll put the link in the box below to my website and my bookstore, all of that. But go over there and check those out. And if you want to get on my schedule for a private session, private reading, contact me also. You can call my office, 571-483-2112, or write to me at readings@robert-hickman.com. Again, in the info box below will be that link. Well, guys, listen, thanks for being here. I love you guys, and I've so enjoyed it. And I send you all my blessings. And be back here. What's tomorrow? Sunday. Oh, the witching hour. That's right. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And every time zone other than between. That'll be, let's see, 1 a.m. London time, 8 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, and 5 Pacific. You can be here for live. We're doing a live streaming broadcast here at my channel. Just come to Spirit Channel. It's called The Witching Hour. It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern U.S. time tomorrow. So make sure to be here. Come out. We're going to talk about Wicca. We're going to have a little lesson tomorrow. I'm still putting that together, but we're going to teach a little magical ritual. Lady Angela and Lord Tony will be helping me, and we're gonna bring it together. We're gonna do some teaching, and we're also gonna answer Wiccan questions. So make sure to be here. Love you guys. We'll see you then, and until then, may you always blessed be.